Hey, Sens fans, welcome to episode 5 of the Senstennial Listener episodes or series, I should say. Today we have Alex. Alex, thank you so much for joining us. And how are you doing today?
I'm doing well, thank you. How's everything with you guys?
We're vibing.
All good in the hood.
Electric. Just electric. Yeah, Alex, thanks once again. So when we put out the call for some listeners, you had expressed some interest in talking about, the Travis Green hire, which is a very hot button topic, and then some of the off-season moves that the Sens should be making in this upcoming summer. So why don't you give us your opinion on that and what you
So
think would happen?
Starting off with the Travis Green um hiring. I like the hiring. I I wasn't so at the beginning. I wasn't so on it when I heard about it, but it's grown on me. I would like to see someone with more pedigree, like
Yeah,
someone like Craig Bure or someone from this part of town. Like for example, Julian would have been my first choice actually.
would have loved it.
Yeah, there's someone bilingual and someone just from this part of town. I would have even preferred Claude Julien over Craig Bure, but I would have liked Craig Bure a lot. But yeah, I'm glad Travis Green is the new coach, and I think everybody should just give him a chance. Maybe he'll turn out to be like Rick Tocchet. Who knows, right? It could be a fantastic hiring, but who knows? It could go sideways. But hopefully everybody can just give him a chance. And onto the other onto the off-season moves. I know some other people have been talking about Matthew Joseph. I think I don't know where he fits in with this team. That's what I that's what I'm trying to figure out. And I think they should add some more veteran guys. Like I don't know, I'm gonna use a name for example, someone like a Corey Perry, but I know he's had some issues with Chicago, but maybe he's got those sorted out. But someone like I know New York Islanders would have let him go. Someone like Pal Clutterbuck or this more veteran presence. I know he's not like and he's been in the league for a while. Someone like Nikolai Ehlers, but I know some people are talking about that, and that's it took a lot to get him. But something like that, or even Tyler Toffoli would be good. I like him, but the only thing I'm worried about is he's been on a lot of teams the last couple of years. Yeah,
Yeah.
That's definitely true. And I don't know if you saw today, but the Athletic had suggested there's a possible move between Chikrin for Ehlers. What are your thoughts on that?
actually, I would like that. Actually, yeah, that wouldn't be bad. That'd be good. I don't know if you guys heard this also. I heard Chikrin also. Have the Flyers been looking around at Chikrin also?
I personally haven't heard that. I wish I was an insider, but
Yeah,
I wouldn't be surprised because I think they're a team that definitely has to bolster their defense, especially because it's pretty young. Um, but who knows? Like I think Chikrin, the opportunity with him to either keep him or trade him to a team that needs it can really boost us in general.
I agree totally. And it could actually and we could actually go get a top six forward or even another area that they could use in as a trade chip is to bolster their goaltending even. That would be another possibility. And another move I think they should add is some is right a right shot defenseman, a veteran guy, preferably actually maybe even two defensemen, two veteran guys would be good. Because what will they do with Brandstrom also, right? Who knows? Brandstrom might even be back next year. Yeah.
Yeah. There's so many things, so many different directions the Sens could go in this summer, as well as the years to come as well. I don't think it's all necessarily going to get wrapped up in the next 6 months. So it'll probably take a while to plug some of those holes. If there's one move that you wanted to prioritize, what do you think is if they could only do one thing this summer, what would you want it to be?
I would like them to get that right shot defenseman. Maybe move out maybe move out Chikrin. If it's not Chikrin, then maybe Shabbat. I prefer to keep Shabbat, but bring
Mhm.
in a defensive partner for to play with on the right side. Either I guess it would be with Shabbat. I guess Sanderson and Zoo play together mostly. I guess.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a good pairing. I don't think we want to break that up, but finding someone that can really complement Shabbat's game. I think he's a leader on this team. He's locked in for a long time. I think trading him would be more trouble than it's worth. I'd rather find an inexpensive guy that can just play kind of like a hold the fort kind of role to on Shabbat's other side, and just let Shabbat play with a little bit more freedom, and just see if that can help him pop off a little more. I think that would be a big boost to our blue line.
Yeah, I agree with you totally. I think someone like, I know people have mentioned in the past. I don't know if he'll leave Winnipeg, but someone like Dylan DeMello would be a good bet, or a second option would be maybe the second two options would be would either be Brett Pesci or Chris Tanev.
Yeah, and I think Montour will be on the market as well. Except I expect him and Tanev to get a lot of money thrown their way, and maybe even Pesci too. But definitely some interesting right hand defensemen on the market this offseason for sure.
Yeah, I think it'll be that's just due to availability and everything. I think it'll be easier to find a good right hand D, or even just a decent right hand D to play on someone like Shabbat's side than it is to find like a goaltender this summer. I think that's always a crapshoot. Very few good guys actually get to market. So I think that, try and solve one problem at a time. And if you can fill in some of the holes on that right hand side, and then maybe try and acquire a goaltender through the draft, or hope that one of Sogard or Maryland steps up. I think for now, that's about all you can do there.
I agree totally, or maybe even try to. I don't know if maybe package up maybe a later pick with maybe a sec. How many picks do they have? Do they have how many picks like in the second or third rounds?
So Ottawa has 2 firsts, a second, and no third round picks this year. And then if Florida doesn't win the cup, then Ottawa will have 4 fourth round picks.
So maybe they could package us like a package. I was thinking maybe not like Saros, but I was thinking below that. I don't know if I don't think the Vegas Golden Knights would trade one of their goaltenders, but I would like to see someone like Logan Thompson. That would be a decent pickup. I don't think they'll trade in Vegas, but that's what I was thinking, a goaltender like that.
Another goalie that I think might be interesting and might potentially be on the market this summer would be Linus Ullmark for the Bruins. They tried to go with him in game 2 and of I believe the first round, and or maybe game 3. I know he played early in the
I think it was
first
game
round.
second.
Yeah,
It was
second
okay.
game.
And anyway, he didn't do as well as Swayman had done, and so they rolled with Swayman, and they've kept starting Swayman ever since. Olmark only played one more time, and that was when Swayman was pulled in I believe game 2 against Florida. So I think they're going to hang on to Swayman, and I think that trading Allmark, who I believe has like 6 million a deal or something like that for one more season, is something Ottawa might consider, and Boston would likely consider, because I think they might want to free up some cap for other moves. So that might be interesting, and that's a guy who I would say is like a tier under Saros, but has a lot of good performances in the past couple seasons that would at least make him look like a more solid option in net.
Yeah, I agree with that, and also I heard the same also that they would be willing to, and Swayman is their guy also in Boston, and he's younger than Allmark also. Yeah, that makes some sense. Yeah, but who knows where Ottawa will go with their goaltending, and another area I think Ottawa should address, but that's more down the line, not as big a need. Some more guys like with some grit in the bottom six. Someone like I'm gonna use someone like Dakota there, Dakota Joshua, something like that would be good. But maybe someone similar to that would be good. But he's gonna ask for a pay raise this year.
Yeah, I think he's just shy of 20 goals this season, so he's probably going to ask for a nice pay raise. But a player of that pedigree added to your bottom six, hits hard, skates well, does everything coach loves. Couldn't agree more.
Yeah, I would like to see that, but you can't fill all the holes in 6 months. Maybe down the road, maybe towards closer to the trade deadline would be a good idea if they're even in the playoffs. Who knows how everything will shape out.
Yeah.
Fingers crossed.
And I think that's a great note to end on. Alex, thank you so much for coming on. Great talking with you. Really
Yeah.
appreciate it. So yeah, thank you so much. For anyone else who's listening and you want to be on the show sometime in the future, feel free to reach out to us. Like Alex did, either on Discord, Twitter, Instagram, or Reddit, and just shoot us a message saying you're interested. And when we do another one of these, we'll make sure to have you on. So Alex, thank you again.
Thank you very much. Thank you for having me on.
Thanks so much, Alex. Have a
Later.
good night.
You too. Thanks.